This is the Coin It podcast, sponsored by CoinCosmo.com. Have fun like a collector. Think like an investor. Whether you're just a hobbyist or looking for an alternative investment with rare coins, paper money, NFTs, or art, your host, Charles Jonath, is covering it all. Now your host, Charles Jonath.
So we have Wade Spencer, young collector, and pretty much, I would say, default dealer, right? I mean, he's a young guy. He's from Houston, Texas, that I know. He's doing great, man. He's really, this kid, it's like unbelievable. Honestly, I'll explain it first. Like, there's young guys coming into the business, and some of them are really impressive, and it makes me excited to see all this young blood coming into the business. But then there's you, Wade. Like, you're exceptional. You're like this young guy. I'll never forget. Like, I remember meeting you for the first time at Long Beach, and literally I was at my booth, and this kid comes up to me with roller skate shoes on. He like literally rollerblades up to my booth, presents like a really nice early copper piece. Is like, hey, what do you think? What can you offer me on this? And I'm like, what is going on right now? What is this real? What is happening? So it's just from day one, you've impressed me, man. And I remember meeting you and talking to you, and then I walked away from that feeling really happy to see like a young kid like you coming in the business and being aggressive and all that. I mean, it's just, for me, it's awesome. So how old are you now, and when did you get started in this, and how did you exactly get started in coins? Because I want to know. Can you take us back a bit to the beginning?
Yeah. So I'm 14 now. I started kind of my exposure to coins around 5 years old. My grandpa had like a big cardboard box of Morgan dollars and wheat cents and Jefferson nickels and stuff that I could look through. And then I kind of developed a liking to Morgan dollars, and that's how I kind of got into it.
Very cool. So you just started with your grandpa's coins and everything. Like, did your dad or anyone in your family collect other than your grandpa?
No, just my grandpa.
Oh, got it. So like, out of all this stuff, like what really made you want to progress with coins? Like, because you now it seems like you got started really young and you got heavily into it. Like, did your parents like help you, support you with the hobby, or how did that really all come about?
So for Christmas, after Morgan dollars, I didn't complete Morgan dollars, but I kind of just had like a little side kind of accumulation of a couple. And then I started doing buffalo nickels. So I had a set of buffalo nickels. And then for Christmas in 2015, I think 2014, 2015, I got a 3-legged buffalo nickel, which kind of completed my set. And then after that, I kind of started going to coin shows, and then I started meeting other dealers and other collectors.
Got it. And then you're like parents, I guess they would take you to the coin shows, and they seem like they're very supportive of you and the hobby. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. So like, how does that work with your school and all that? Like, do you take off time to go to these shows, or?
So how it works is I get, I think, 3 days a month to miss. And there's an exception of 1 month where I can miss 5 days, I think.
Got it.
But yeah, that's how it works. But then I have a bunch of makeup work to do and all that other stuff.
Well, so you just have to make up your work essentially when you get back.
Yeah.
Running around from show to show. I mean, local shows I would imagine are like easier, right? You could just go to local shows.
Yeah, normally I'll go to school until like lunch, and then I'll go, because it's normally like a Friday, Saturday show.
Uh-huh.
So, and then I'll just kind of leave at lunch and then go to the local show. Wow.
So like, what do you think? What do you like most about coins? Like, what really keeps your fire like burning for this?
I don't really know how to explain it. I'm going to sound like a nerd here, but when you kind of hold it, when you kind of hold the coin, I don't know. It just when you hold a coin or something like that and you really like it, it's just like a feeling. So I don't really know how to explain it, but
it's just some connection you have with it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So do you have like a favorite type series or?
Mm-hmm. My favorite type is Buffalo Nickels. Cause that's kind of what I started out with. And I really like the Indian designs a lot. So the Buffalo is my favorite.
So you gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
Do you think you have like you have like some sort of an expertise in a particular type series? Would it be Buffalo Nickels? I mean,
no. I wouldn't say I'm an expert in anything. I kind of drift around in every type when I buy and sell. But I've never kind of, after Buffalo Nickels, never kind of stuck with anything. And that's only what I did for a while.
So you still like it. You're still buying and selling Buffalo Nickels and collecting, I guess. Do you have like any, do you have like a registry set or anything like that? Or
I had a registry set of organs that was incomplete. I sold one of them because I didn't really like it. I was going to build a toned set, but I wanted to kind of get it done fast. So I bought one spectacular one, which I still have. And then I bought another one that was just kind of like smoky blue out of great collections that I didn't really fall in love with. But there was a couple others, but I was kind of just trying to fill it up, which I probably shouldn't have done. I probably should have taken my time.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, you think you're buying mostly like through dealers or at auction these days, or how are you really doing your buying?
Well, last year for COVID, I mainly bought at an auction because I couldn't really go anywhere. Coin shows were canceled.
Right.
So I couldn't really do that. But this year, I would say it's about 70% private sales, and then I'll buy out of auctions. And
if it's something like special or unique,
sales. Yeah,
I hear you. I mean, it's crazy. And what do you think of this market now with the Heritage auction yesterday? Did you bid on anything?
I won like a 2-cent, I think.
You did? Wow.
Yeah, that was it. But that 1795.10 retail price being what 1.2 million, it brought 3.6 or something.
Yeah,
that's insane.
I mean, it's getting crazy now. This last one was the worst I've seen. This one had to break in like all records.
Oh yeah.
A lot of coins that I was looking at, like even early copper pieces and stuff, they were going for like double price cut.
Yeah.
Crazy.
To be honest, right now, I think people just they don't really want cash anymore. They kind of just want something to hold on to.
Right.
Like coins or paper money or something.
Yeah. A better store of value.
Yeah.
Yeah. And coins act that way, man. That we all know that, anyone who's got a collection of red books going back years or has been in this business for an extended period of time has seen it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just they're a better store of value, and especially in times of inflation like this. So, I mean, that's great, man. So you're basically like you're become a dealer now. Would you say you're like a dealer or?
I'm more of a dealer than a collector.
Yeah. So it's become more like you're more of a dealer mindset now instead of like collect. Yeah, I see.
I have a little personal collection, but that's kind of cool stuff that I like that I set back. But
got it.
Yeah.
So is this really what you want to do when you grow up? I mean, you're already doing it, but I mean, are you going to like when eventually do you have interest in going to college, or are you going to just be a dealer, or do you want to do something else and then maybe do coin dealing on the side? Like what is your desire?
I haven't thought about college yet. There's a couple people that I'm kind of talking to about it, And I kind of want to see where I am before I make a decision, because I'm in 8th grade. So I mean, maybe when I'm in at least 10th grade or something, I'll start thinking about it. But I just kind of want to see where I am at that point before I make that decision.
Yeah. Do you have any interest in any other fields, or just?
Not really. I do want to do it as my full-time job when I do grow up, because again, I don't know how to explain. It's just so fun, in my opinion, buying and selling. And then the people that you get to meet at coin shows and kind of just coin stores, they're incredible people and they're really nice.
Yeah, it's true. And you have so much experience at it already. I mean, you started from building literally a Buffalo nickel collection to now like buying and selling. I mean, how did that happen? It just happened for you organically, like going to shows and.
Yeah. So around, I was kind of dealing in $50 to $100 coins until about 2017, 2018, maybe. Yeah, 2017. And then I had bought a lot off eBay and tried to do my thing out there. And then I bought a really big purchase at the time, which was, I think, 3 $1 gold pieces. And I sent them to NGC, and I used all my money to send them to NGC because I just spent most of my money on the 3 $1 gold pieces. And then I remember 2 of them came back like XF detail, improperly cleaned. But one of them came back 1856 Dahlonega, which I didn't know what that was. So the Houston Money Show in 2018 came around, and I still didn't really know what it was because I didn't do anything in rare gold. To be honest, I didn't do anything in gold. I didn't know what Dahlonega was. So then I met a dealer. To this day, I'm still trying to figure it out. I want to say it's Jack Bamer, but I'm not sure. But I ended up selling that coin for about $9,000. Wow. So that's kind of what boosted it.
And that's what got you in the game.
Yeah.
That's awesome, right? It's a good feeling, isn't it? Like when you get that coin back, you're like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like your first big score, essentially. That's cool. And it just snowballed from there. Like then you started being more selective, buying and selling and trying to make a profit and everything.
And $50 to $100, you can get some cool coins for $50 to $100, but you can't really get quality at that price.
Right.
But when you start to get a little bigger, you start to get more quality over quantity. And I like that a lot, where I'd rather have 5 really nice coins than 100 coins that are just kind of black and ugly.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's always better to stick with quality too. Like when you buy the really nice coins, you get your money out of it too. And then, you have a chance to really make a profit because the market does go up, So yeah, that's smart. That's the way to be. I like the fact that you gravitated towards, the more so higher end and buying quality in rare coins and numismatics instead of just, building collections. Like, I think it's okay to go in the lower grades if it's like a better date or something like that, or it's, it's sought after essentially. I think it makes it a little bit safer. So, I mean, at this stage of the game, like, do you have a corporation and all that? Are you actually like, what's Republic Numismatics? Because I see you're on IG and that's your thing, right?
So I have an LLC, but for the past
14-year-old has an LLC. It's great. I love it.
For the past 2.5 months, we've been trying to get a business bank account, but because I'm 14, there's certain, I either can't be on the account or I have to fill out like 20 forms or it's just a really long process that we're doing.
You have to get consent from your parents and all that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to do that when I was younger for a stock trading account. Like my mom had to open it for me, and I wasn't the primary on it, but I was technically on it. I don't know. It was a weird thing, but I just basically had to log in and I would use it over time. I mean, Yeah, that's cool though. But I mean, it is worth it, I think, if you could do it, because then you know, at least you could write off expenses and stuff like that. I mean, because otherwise, then you have to like file your taxes and all that too, right? I mean,
yeah, that's another thing that we're kind of figuring out along the way.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's beneficial to have the LLC, because if you're traveling to shows and stuff like that, you can get like a corporate debit card or even a credit card. And then, you know, you write off those expenses. It's easier to keep it. You don't commingle funds that way and stuff. So that's cool. So will it be Republic Numismatics? Is that your company or?
No. So Republic Numismatics, we're going to get a separate LLC for that once we figure out everything to do with this one. So right now we are focusing on legacy coin auctions to kind of get our name out there. So we're going to do everything for that first. And then, so legacy coin auctions is obviously going to be auctions, and the Republic Numismatics is going to be the direct sales kind of part of that.
Got it. Okay.
So when we get to that point, we'll make Republic Numismatics its own thing.
Yeah. Got it. All right. So you want to focus on auctions then? Like, why auctions?
As of right now, yeah. Well, because auctions, you can get your name out there, in my opinion, faster than you could direct sales. And another thing is with auctions, you could really just kind of, what's the word for it? You could just get consignment coins for you, and then kind of just take your cut out of there, and you don't have to do quite a lot for it. Like go to
buying.
Certain, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to focus on that right now.
Yeah, it's less capital intensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see.
So once we figure out all this, then we'll start doing the buying and selling. I think I have like 6 coins right now that are for direct sale, but
got it. So mainly you just want to do auctions. Your goal is to take coins on consignment, and then you just spend like money on marketing the auctions, or?
Yeah. So one thing that I didn't figure out up until about a month ago was how expensive advertising is. So yeah, like I think gray sheet for an entire page is $3,000 or something.
Is it really? Yeah, I believe it.
And then the auction software that we use for our auctions, for advertising with them, I think it starts at 200 for like a little kind of half business cards size. And then it goes to, unless you want everybody to see it, I think it's like $4,000 or something. Yeah.
So do you think it helps though? I mean, like, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Instagram ads kind of help. I experimented with them a couple times. I think I have one right now out. They're not too expensive, but we noticed a bunch of people kind of going to our website from there. So I think we tried it with like $50 or something. And then within a week, we had like, I think 300 new people going to the website. So
very cool. Yeah. And you could target the audiences and stuff like that too. Yeah. It's probably a better value to get traffic to the site. But those traditional methods like gray sheet and stuff like that, it's a more targeted audience. Like, it's going to go directly to coin people that are going to look at that stuff. So, I mean, I think what you're doing, you're right on the money. If you could get like enough lots, it's probably worth it to spend the money on advertising. It's just all a matter of how many consignments, essentially, I think you get. So
right now for Long Beach, we're at about, I think, 40 lots that are in our possession right now. And then I think that there's 20 more coming in. Our goal is 100 to 140 lots. Because I think over 100 is where you get kind of more clicks and stuff, because they see 100 lots. Got it. So are you going to be taking consignments at Long Beach, or? No, we're not going to take consignments at Long Beach, but the Houston Money Show is next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take consignments there. And then the auction is 10 days after Long Beach. I think it's February 27th.
February 27th. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what we have.
Okay. So you're going to you're going to time the auction with Long Beach.
Yes.
Got it.
So we want enough time in between Long Beach for kind of dealers and collectors that are interested to lot view their lots that they're interested in. And then the way that it works is we're not really going to have lot viewing like Heritage and Stacks would. It would kind of just be like they would pretty much be in the safe, and then you'd have to like request a lot out of it to take a look, because we can't bring out the entire box.
Got it. So you won't have them on display in Long Beach then?
Not on display. They'll be in the safe though. So if you wanted to see something, you could. Yeah.
So you'd have to go to your booth and then pull it.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So I guess more like the Legend really does that, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Where you just sit down and then you request the ones.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a sheet and you fill out the forms and all that?
I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like
just sit down. Hey, give me the lot number. Just pull it out of the box.
I mean, I'll probably just give them a catalog. I think that's what we're going to plan on doing, is just kind of picking them out of a catalog.
So is this the first time you're going to have your own booth then, I would imagine, right?
Yes.
Is this the first time you've ever had your own booth?
No. At Long Beach, yes.
At Long Beach, yeah.
Yes.
But at local shows, you've had them before.
Local shows, and then kind of bigger state shows. But yeah, I think the biggest I've ever had my own table at was I want to say Houston Money Show at George R. Brown when it was still there.
Got it.
Because now it's at, I think, a quarter the size it was when it was at George R. Brown.
So who helps you when you go to the shows? Do you got your dad with you, or?
So it's normally just me at shows. Normally my parents kind of just drop me off and then I'll do my own thing.
Right.
Occasionally I will go with a friend or something who, wants a booth or something, or wants somewhere to hang out with, and then he'll kind of do his thing.
Right.
But for the national shows like Fun or Long Beach or A&A, I intern for US Coins. So
got it. Okay.
I stay in their booth and then I do my own thing out of there.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So they're actually in Houston by you, right? Huh? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, they'll help you out and stuff like that too, I would imagine, right?
Yeah. My parents and them they're friends, and I've been going in US Coins since I was 6 or 7. Yeah.
Right. So they know you for a long time. Yeah. Seeing you growing up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's very cool, man. Well, I'm excited. I'll be at Long Beach too. And I'm definitely going to come check you out over there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've got my friend Colby will be at the booth too.
Colby. Okay. Yeah. So is he your school friend, or he's like a coin friend?
He's actually on Instagram, Valley Coins.
Got it. Okay. So you guys met on Instagram, or?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. And then you met in person in shows or something like that, or?
We've actually never met in person.
Wow. All right. So this would be the first time then.
Yeah. But we talk a lot. I think we've known each other for almost a year now.
Got it.
Or so. We buy and sell from each other a lot. Yeah. We were supposed to, oh no, that's a different person. Never mind. Sorry.
It's all right. But you guys you do business on Instagram then too, right? Like,
yeah.
I know I've sold coins off Instagram. It's crazy. Every time I do it, it baffles me still, but
yeah,
I'm getting more used to
for kind of I think it could either go both ways. I think it's either under $1,000 coins is kind of what sells the most. And then every now and then you'll kind of sell a bigger coin off there.
Right. It could be anywhere. I mean, yeah, I've sold like an $8,000 coin off Instagram. I was shocked.
Mm-hmm. I sold a pattern off Instagram, a standard silver pattern, about a year ago, which I was kind of shocked about.
I know you were looking for patterns for a period of time. Like, is that Is that something you're interested in? Do you want to do more in patterns or?
So when, let's see. So right after the last winter fun show before COVID, so that would be 2020, right?
Right.
Winter fun.
Well, before COVID would be 2019.
All right. So fun 2019 then.
Yeah.
So I bought my first pattern at Long Beach in 2019. And then I bought some more at Fun. And then after Fun, I kind of discovered the Judd book, and I kind of went through there and started picking out the designs that I liked. So for a couple months after that, I really kind of had a liking for patterns. So I would buy them if I could at what I thought was a good price. But normally for patterns, these are 1 or 2 auction records if they're rare.
Right.
And it's always the same coin. But then when I had a stock of them, I realized that most of the people I sell to really didn't care for patterns and kind of just wanted the type that everybody else wants, just kind of PC CAC, nice coins, pretty coins, stuff like that. And then I kind of just learned from that. I don't have any patterns at the moment, but
it's a small group of people that are into it, but they're super into it. You know what I mean? I feel like, and most of them are on the East Coast.
And I can't tell you how many times I've heard the only thing rarer than the coin itself is the collector. Yeah. So,
well, for patterns, it's the case. I don't know why that is. I mean, it's a fascinating series of, you know what I mean? The history behind patterns is so cool. And I think there's a lot of great patterns out there that are affordable. And I don't see why more people don't get into collecting or specializing in that stuff. I mean, I think, I don't know why. I really don't. People gravitate towards building typesets and collections and stuff like that. And I get why, the more like prettier coins and eye appeal stuff, toning and that. I think the newer generation's into that, especially because social media is like fueled a lot of that, I think, too, because of how they show, on the computer. So, I mean, we'll see what goes. But yeah, I'd like to see more people get into patterns. That would be cool.
Yeah, it's a very kind of tight group of people.
Yeah. Which book did you get on patterns? Did you get the new one, the Saul Teichman United States Patterns, or is it an older one, the Judd?
No, it's not in there. I want to say it was the Whitman one. I'm not sure if that's what it was.
Yeah, the newer one, right? It's like a blue book, hardcover, blue hardcover.
I'm not sure.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's all. I mean, it's all good. So, are any of like your school friends into coins or?
So, none of my school friends are into coins, but I try to kind of keep that kind of coins kind of away from school because I don't really like talking about it in school.
Right.
Not really because I think somebody's going to steal or anything like that. It's just that I just don't really like kind of talking about it with the people that don't really care about it.
Right. They wouldn't understand anyways. Right?
Yeah.
They don't.
Not that I'm kind of rude about you wanting to understand, but yeah.
Right. It's just, I get it. I totally get it. And you know what? The one good thing about that is maybe a little bit of an escape for you. You know what I mean? You could just go there and, when you're at school, you're a normal kid. And then when you're not, you're doing your coin thing. Does any of your friends know exactly what you do? And
so there's one that found a video of me at Long Beach, which I'm still kind of mad about.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Did they give you crap for it or?
Yeah, they did. Because I think I was 11 and I still had my Justin Bieber haircut. So, yeah.
Man, don't even sweat it, honestly. I can't tell you, like, you're so far ahead of the game and you love coins. So do what you love, man. They don't get it now, but I guarantee you later they're going to be like, oh my God, what? we knew this kid. We knew Wade. I mean, how did we not, that's what happens. They're just, they don't get it at this stage in their life, but later on, you'll see. It all comes in. They'll get it and they'll be like, oh my God, that was amazing. Because it is. It's to see someone as young as you, as serious as you, with making all these commitments, going to the shows and actually being a dealer and having your own business. I mean, that's incredible, man. I mean, when I was that young, I didn't do well. I guess I did in a way, but not so much in coins. I mean, I started in stocks, because I was a young kid, and it was the first .com boom, and then I got involved in that and did a little something, which I wish my parents would have gave me a little bit more support, because I could have did a lot better, but I did decent from what I had to work with, and it just got me interested in investing and stuff like that. But later on, I always collected. I'm third generation in the business, so like my stepfather did it, and his father had the coin shop. So I kind of grew up in a coin shop, and I collected. And then eventually, when I had enough stability on my own or whatever, I decided to just do this full time. So it took me a longer time to get really fully into coins. But the fact that you're doing it now at such a young age, I mean, that's incredible, man. That's honestly.
How did stocks go for you?
Huh?
How'd stocks go for you?
You know what? Good. I started off, I mean, I'll never, I was just trying to get into these tech stocks. And I remember at the time, like thinking about, okay, well, if people are going to use the internet, the search engine makes sense. So to be honest with you, I bought Yahoo. It was like cheap at the time. And then I just liked the name. Like I didn't really know what I was doing, but I remember I think it was like the Christmas time of 1999 or Christmas time of 2000. I can't remember the year exactly. It just shot up really high. It was like $120 or something like that. And it was around Christmas, so I just decided to sell. And it's a good thing I did, because I bought it cheap and it went way up, and I made all this good money. And then it seemed like right after the holidays, the whole market crashed.
Really?
So I don't know, I got kind of lucky with the timing. But it got me excited and got me into investing. And I've always, I was reading Barron's and stuff like that ever since. So it followed me through the rest of my life, just having that positive experience from a young age. But I'm glad you're doing it with coins, man. And it's exciting for guys like us, because we need new young blood coming into the business, and some kids that are taking it serious, and it's such a small group. And I think, our industry has so much potential, and the more we work together, like the bigger we could build these things up. I think coins is only operating at 10% of what it should be operating at. It has such a much more wider appeal, and more people could come into it just as a storehouse of value. It's just the reason why they don't is, one, it's majorly misunderstood. And two, there's so many other things that are distracting people from coming into coins. But once they know more about it, they get educated about how to use numismatics as a part of their portfolio, I mean, it's going to make sense, And I think we'll get a lot more people coming in, because even though the prices seem very high to us as coin people, compared to like other asset classes or other things right now, like art and crypto, I mean, come on, like,
yeah,
that's the potential though, right? I think we can get closer to art, at least. If we even at least get closer to the gains in art, I mean, you'll see coins just go insane.
Yeah. Aren't you doing, I'm sorry, I heard something about, are you doing something with NFTs and coins or?
Yeah. So actually, what I wanted to do is like actually make the digital versions of rare coins. So the NFT is just really a form of, it's just a bit of technology in order to implement that. So what I wanted to do and what I did is I'm taking the exact coins and then making their exact digital versions to where you could buy and sell them just like regular coins and then collect them and build, registry sets, all of that. So I started CoinCosmo as a generator and authenticator of these rare coins. So like if all your coins, if you wanted, I can essentially make them into NFTs for you, just like a grading company would when you're grading coins. So you have the high resolution digital images of them. We put them into a specific NFT format. We write the Ethereum code for you. We generate and essentially mint the NFTs, and then we send it to your digital wallet. And now you can buy and sell them on your own, do all that. Whatever you want to do with them, you could, or just collect them. So, I wanted to do it just to do it because I saw that as an opportunity, you know what I mean? To do something like that, creative. And whether it does anything or it doesn't, I at least wanted to do it. And I was shocked. It's got a lot of people, reaching out to me and wanting to make their coins into NFTs. And I really didn't expect that much interest in it, but it seems like it's, a lot of people are interested in it. So it's very promising. So we'll see, we'll see how it goes. Already I'm behind on stuff, but I'm trying to get more stuff minted and stuff for people. And then early on, I had some technical issues with the forums and stuff like that, but now it's all up and running, and we're taking in submissions.
Nice.
So it's cool. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see, man. Well, it was great talking to you, Wade, and I'm super excited, and I'm looking forward to see you in Long Beach. How can we find you online?
So my website is republicnumismatics.com.
republicnumismatics.com. Okay.
And then if you go there, there's a big button in the right that says auctions, and that will take you directly to the bidding site.
Okay. And that's for your auctions, auction company. Okay. And then what is your auction company called again?
Legacy Coin Auctions.
Legacy Coin Auctions. Okay. And then how do we find you on IG and social media and all that?
Instagram is Republic Numismatics. And then another Instagram is Legacy Coin Auctions for both those things. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So I'm going to put a link to all that in the description. And it was great talking to you, man. And I look forward to seeing you at Long Beach.
Me
I'll
too.
come check you out. All right, buddy. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
You too.